Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt at this week's BBO Weekly Free Instant Tournament. But before we started, I thought I'd just go back to one board from last week's tournament where I felt my explanation wasn't as clear as it could have been. So I don't know if you remember this hand I eventually got to 6 hearts. The interesting point was at the point where I was working out from the 5 heart bid whether or not it would be a good slam. And I concluded that it would need either the diamond finesse or the heart queen not to win a trick. So we have here this situation as effectively there's a heart finesse, although what in practice we'll do, since we don't have the 10, is play the ace first and that'll drop the queen and then we'll finesse for the 10. So that gives us some extra chances over and above the 50% of a finesse. But essentially, we need one out of the 2 finesses to win. Either we need not to lose a heart. You'll see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 black suit winners for the 4 black suit cards in dummy, and we've got enough high diamond cards to take care of the diamonds. So we're at risk of losing 1 heart and 1 diamond. As long as we don't lose both 1 heart and 1 diamond, we're going to make 6 hearts. So effectively, really, both of them are a 50% chance. There's a 50% chance the diamond finesse will work. There's a 50% chance the heart finesse will work. We've got the extra chance that we can drop singleton queen offside, and also or that the singleton 10, and that we can finesse for the queen. So those are the possibilities. As I say, the heart finesse is the heart situation is slightly complicated, but let's assume it's a 50% chance and the diamond finesse is a 50% chance. Is this a good slam to be in? So what you need to know is that if you have 2 things and you need them both to happen, and you know the chance of one of them of each of them happening, then to find the chance of both of them happening, you multiply them together. So a heart finesse is a 50% chance, a diamond finesse is a 50% chance. So that means they're both 50%, that's 50 over 100 as a percent. That's what 50% means. So they're both 1/2. So the chance that they both work is 1/2 times 1/2. So half the time the diamond finesse will work, and half the time, and half of those times, the heart finesse will work. So if you need both finesses, it's a half of 50%, 25%. A half times a half is a quarter, is 25%. So if you need 2 50% chances, both 50% chances to work, the chance that that will happen is only 25%, and that wouldn't be a good slam. Many of you will know how to work that out, but what's slightly more complicated is what's the chance that at least one of them will work? I mean, in this case, you didn't lose a trick in either suit and we made an over trick, but we need only one of them or none of them to lose to make our contract. And what's the chance of that happening? And you can't work that out directly from the chance, a 50% chance of the diamond finesse working and a 50% chance of the heart finesse working. What you have to look at is the chances of each of them not working. And that's easy in this case. It's the chance that the diamond finesse doesn't work is 50%. The answer of the heart finesse not working is 50%. So the chance of them both not working is 25%. 1/2 times a half is a quarter. So it's exactly the same as the chance of both of them working. So if there are 2 50% chances and you need both of them, that's only going to be a 25% chance of that happening. But if you've got 2 50% chances and you only need one of them at least to happen, you're quite happy if both of them happen, obviously, then that's a 75% chance. So to work out if you've got a number of options easiest if it's two, and you need at least one of them to work, then what you need to do to the calculation is to work out the chance of none of them working. And then having worked that out, you can then subtract it from one, and that'll give you the chance of at least one of them working. So I just thought it was worth going over that, trying to explain that a bit more clearly than I managed last week. Okay, on to this week's event. We want to go to where are we? Well, we can go to instant tournaments, weekly free instant tournament. We want to play instant tournament, yes. And back from that history and get the history for this. And I can bring this over here now. And as those of you who watched last week's will know, this is a best hand tournament. Nobody can have more high card points than me. They can have the same high card points than me and a better distribution. But more than that, and it's match points. So what you normally play in the club. And I've got a 6-5 shape, and there's a saying 6-5 come alive. And my 6 spades are pretty horrible. My 5 hearts are pretty good. But I've got 6 of my 16 points in the short suits, which is not as good. The ace of clubs, the ace of clubs was the ace of spades. It would be a lot more powerful. But we've got a 1 spade opening anyway. We'd always, if it were 5-5, we'd open 1 spade and then bid hearts. If we had 5 spades and 6 hearts, that's more complicated, but we'll deal with that when we come up with a hand like that. But this is simple 1 spade opening, and let's see what our partner has to say. 1 no trump. So 2 minus spades, 6 to 11 high card points. The reason it's 2 minus and 6 to 11 high card points is because they're a passed hand. If they hadn't been a passed hand, they might have had 3 spades for this 1 no trump bid. But 2 spades would be fine. It would give us an 8 card fit. What are we going to do here? Question is, do we go to bid 2 hearts or 3 hearts? Let's see what the robot thinks 2 hearts is. 12 to 18 points, 5 plus spades, 4 plus hearts. And what does it think 3 hearts is? It thinks we have 18 to 21 high card points. We don't have that. 19 to 22 total points. As I say, if the ace of clubs was the ace of spades and I had a small club, I would quite happily bid, treat that as a 19-point hand because we would be so powerful. This isn't, so I'm just going to bid 2 hearts and then 3 hearts if I get a chance, and I'm not. Right, so let's hope we haven't missed game. And you can see that this is not the hand that we would have liked to see. We're going to struggle to get to dummy. The robots have found the best opening lead as usual. Generally, when dummy decides to play in declare a second suit, a trump lead is a good one because if they had equal length in the 2 suits, then normally dummy would go back to the opener's first suit, which might be longer. So when they don't, there's a clear implication that they have more in the second suit, and therefore you want to cut down the roughs. This doesn't, great, we're going to struggle to get to dummy. On the other hand, the opponents are going to struggle there to stop, to stop giving the lead to dummy or setting up our spade. So what we're going to do is, obviously we're going to play low from dummy here, and we'll win this trick here. The robots played the queen, and that suggests the jack is in this hand because they would normally, they've become a bit less predictable in this, but they always used to, if they had queen jack, they would play, and they were a defender, they would play the jack. So the queen. I'm going to win this with the ace, just so that West will be unsure whether it's me or the partner who has the king of hearts. I'm going to get the ace of clubs out of the way now. Two reasons. First of all, they may play clubs and set up a club in dummy, or I may be able to ruff clubs with the low trumps in my hand and do what is called an elopement, make my small trumps even while they've got their big trumps out. Having done that, if I'm going to play the Queen of Diamonds rather, they might let this win because they don't want the King of Diamonds. No. So the King of Diamonds is a winner. They're obviously playing a heart. I'm pretty sure the Jack of Hearts is here. I'm going to let this hand win. And then see what happens. The Two of Diamonds, right, so that's got me to the King of Diamonds. Throw the Three of Spades away. Now I could play clubs, hoping to ruff, but the fact that they won with the Nine of Hearts, I think suggests that they only had Jack Nine of Hearts. I think if they had another heart, they'd have played low on the 7. It's possible they were overtook because they wanted to play, but they didn't really want to play a diamond. So I think the Jack of Hearts is going to drop underneath the King. So I'm going to see if the Ace of Spades is inside now. Well, probably not. It was, and the 10 and right. So higher than the 7, we've still got the 8, Jack, and Ace. And I'm going to see if they can crash some more of them. Is there a point in drawing? So I'm pretty sure hearts are 3-3. I've got 4 tricks so far. I think I'm going to make the 3 hearts tricks. I'm going to play the 7 of spades and see what happens. There's the Jack, club from dummy. 2. The King of Clubs has set up those clubs in dummy. I'm going to ruff with the 5. Oh dear. Should I draw their? I think I'm going to try and draw their last trump and knock out their spade. I'm going to play for hearts to be 3-3. They are. I'm going to play a spade. It's the 8. There's 7 of diamonds because they're going to play a club. And there's the ace. Oh, well, the club is going to the Queen Jack. So they're both winners. Even though my spades were winners. It's 92.9% just by playing carefully and trying to count where the different cards were. Is this just an equal top? Yeah, there's a few people making 2 hearts plus 1. But people going off in 2 hearts, people just making 2 hearts, 4 hearts goes off, 3 no trumps goes off, obviously. And it's just too optimistic. 3 hearts. As I say, if I'd had the Ace of Clubs would be the Ace of Spades, it would have been easy to set up spades for we could have got a spade ruff in, and before they could not get rid of our 2 hearts from dummy, and we'd have probably made the game. Right, a big hand here. We've got about 20 points, 4-4 in the majors, and we can always find a 4-4 fit because partner can use Stamen. So we're going to bid 2 no trumps, and partner bids 3 no trumps. So partner doesn't have a 4-card major. The robot's pretty religious about bidding using Stamen. So if they have a 4-card major, even if they're 4-3-3-3 shape. So hopefully partners, they've got something to cover us in clubs and diamonds. So I'm going to pass and play in 3 no trumps. And they've led hearts, which is nice. So we've got 3 spade tricks, 3 heart tricks, 2 diamond tricks. Our clubs are a bit exposed. If they can cash a lot of club tricks. So the question is, 3 hearts, 3 spades, 6, 2 diamonds is 8. We play to set up diamonds, then we've got the 6 in dummy, 2 in our hands, that's 8. So if they're 3-2, we could just lose 1 diamond and make the rest of the diamonds. But if when they win their diamond, they switch to clubs, they're going to beat 3 no trumps. Probably by 2 tricks. But if they don't switch to clubs, then we would make 5 diamond tricks together with our 6 or at least 6 major suit tricks. So we will be making 11 or 12 tricks if they didn't switch. So that would be better than if we just try and make an extra major suit trick. So if we made 2 diamonds and then 4 tricks in one of the 2 majors, that would be making 3 no trumps without the risk of that. And we can try that. There are 2 chances essentially of making 4 tricks in one of the majors. The hearts could break 3-3, or we could finesse. East could have the spade jack, and we can test each of those possibilities in turn. We can try the hearts, and if they don't break, we can go to the queen of spades and take the spade finesse. So we can do that. 4 has been led, so that could be from 3, could be from 4, could be from 5. Let's see what arrives. The 7. And I think they would have played, they could have 7, 8, 10. I'm going to win the king. I think this points to hearts not breaking, and therefore we'd just be on the chance of a spade. I think I'm going to take my chance on the diamonds by losing a diamond trick right away. No, they are flopped. So we've done that. So that now we can go up with the ace of hearts. 8 appears from there. If they both fall to this diamond, then we're making quite a lot of tricks. And they don't. Right, okay. So now, in that sense, because they haven't switched to clubs, there's no harm done. But we can't run the diamonds. So now we're in the position where we want to make the 4 spade tricks. I was able to do this because I knew we still had the queen of spades as an entry to dummy. So let's see if the hearts are breaking. It doesn't look like it, but it's worth. Is it worth finding it out now, or should we see if they will discard? Well, if they break now, we don't need the spade finesse, so we'll try the queen. No, they don't. This hand has the jack. This hand has the jack of hearts. This hand has the diamonds held. And they've thrown a spade away, which suggests that the finesse of the jack of spades is not going to work. But well, that seems to suggest that there's an odd number of spades in the west hand. And anyway, we need to cash the king of diamonds while we're in dummy. There's 1 winning diamond in the east hand, and I think they've got enough information now to know that the club switch would be the right thing to do. So I'm going to leave the 9 of spades. And the jack appears, right? So they were 3-3 all the time. 3-4. So Made our 9 tricks. We'll just see if anything miraculous happens. I don't suppose it will. Oh, there we go. But that's 75%. So quite a lot of people made 3 no trumps then. They did. Somebody made +1. That takes some doing. Presumably they must, to do that, surely they set up diamonds. But did they get a low heart lead and put in the 9? Maybe they did that. Anyway, the person who, so we just have a quick look because this is the person we're behind. We're in 2nd place. This is the person we're behind. Because they're the only one that's got a better score than us on anything. Right, so we move on to board 3. And we've got 17, 5, 4, 2, 2, Doubletons in the majors. Really, if we open one diamond, we're just inviting West to bid a major. So we need to stop them, really. We have the right point range for 1 no trump. Some people would say with 17 points in a 5-card suit, we should treat it as 18. But these intermediates are not wonderful and the Doubletons are not great. So I'm just going to open this 1 no trump, which hopefully will stop West from coming in with a major and tell partner. So partner, 4 diamonds is a Texas transfer. So they're saying they've got 6 hearts and enough for game, but not enough for slam. If they had enough for slam, they would use an ordinary transfer, 2 diamonds, and then jump. So we're going to bid 4 hearts here. And we'll, oh, so they are interested in the slam. A Q bid says they've got 1+ club. They've got the ace of diamonds. We know they don't have the ace of diamonds, so they have a void in diamonds. 6 hearts. They don't have the ace of spades. So we have the ace of spades. We've got the king of hearts. But the ace. So we know a void in diamonds. This is not good news opposite our 5-card suit. And then 16+ total points. Having 4 diamonds said, well, 10+ total points. Normally, the rule is if they were interested in slam, they'd go, as I said, they'd go by the ordinary transfer. So we have the ace of clubs. What do they have? Well, they have 7 points in hearts. Where are the rest of their points? They're not in diamonds. All right, they're counting themselves +3 total points for diamonds. But they've got to have 6 or so points in the black suits. Once again, we're hoping there's no heart losers. We know there's no diamond losers. If they don't have the king of spades, they'll probably have the queen jack and queen jack of clubs. So 1 out of the 2 finesses again would be right. I don't know if the robots got over optimistic with this 5 diamond bid, and it is a misfit. But there are some other prospects of, once again, eloping with low diamonds, making our low diamonds by roughing, and possibly roughing spades in our hand. So there are some chances. I think I've got a bit 6 hearts here. So partner does have the king of spades and king of clubs. And the losing spade can go on the ace of diamonds. So, and basically we've got 8 hearts. So they've only got 5, and hopefully we can draw them all with ace, king, queen, jack. And even if West has 5 to the 10, we can play the king first, and East would show out, and we could finesse the 9. So unless East has 5 hearts, we can draw the trumps okay. We can throw that 5 of spades on the ace of diamonds. Then the question comes is, can we have just one club loser? Well, we've got 8 clubs, they've got 5. If they're split 3-2, the ace and king will take care of 4 of them, and we'll just lose to the 5th one, and our last club will be good. If they're 4-0, if they're 4-1 rather, then we've got 2 club losers. So, are some extra chances? It would be if there are the 10 jack queen of clubs. If we played the king of clubs and the 10 jack queen, or queen fell from there, and we led a low club from here, and this hand played low, we could play low, and then if that were a singleton, it would, the 7 would win, or the 8 would win. And if it was wasn't a singleton, they'd win their 1 club that they were always entitled to. And if East covered our club, we could win with the ace, and that would have been 2 of the queen, jack, 10 have gone, and so we'd only have, once again, 1 club loser. So that's a possibility. We need to take care with our entries. Is there a final possibility, which is that the diamonds could come good if the king came down in 3 rounds? Yes, if we were able to ruff 2 diamonds in dummy, and the ace dropped the king, the queen would then, because we've got 5, so they've got 8. No, even the king comes down in 3 rounds, the other one would have 5 of them. So there's no chance of setting up the diamonds. So it is a case of looking after the clubs and just making sure that we've got the entries. I think there's not a problem now. Assuming there are not any really bad breaks. The queen of spades suggests this has got jack and maybe the 10. We just need to be careful that I think probably we'll win the first spade in dummy, keep the king of spades in our hand so that we can throw the spade on the ace of diamonds subsequently. Right, we'll do that. Right, let's play the trumps. Right, they're not worse than 4-1, so we can certainly draw these trumps. They are 4-1, right? So that increases the chances that East has 4 clubs because they only had 1 heart. They've thrown a diamond away, interestingly. But and now they've thrown a club, which is good news. We're going to throw a diamond. And we're going to draw the last trump. And the diamond spade goes. Now we're going to play the king of clubs and see what that produces. It has produced the jack. Now they threw a club away. Now, is the jack a singleton? And this hand has queen and 10 of clubs left. Doesn't really matter, does it? Because we've seen 3 of their clubs, and one of their winners must disappear on this one because he's through a club, and they followed with 2 here. So there are only 2 left. The queen and 10, one of them at least has got to fall underneath the ace. So we'll play the ace now, and the queen drops. So now both our clubs are good. So we've got 2 clubs, take care of those 2 clubs. we've got the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds to take care of those two, and we've got two trumps. So we're actually going to make an over trick. We can claim 13 tricks here. And that's good. That's 96.4%. A couple of people made an over trick. Somebody was in 6 no trumps. 980. So it's East throwing a club that gives us an over trick. I'm not quite sure why they did it for us and not for anybody else, but that was always going to be that was once again going to be a good slam to bid. Partner had to have, as we said, 6 points outside of hearts on the auction, and they did. The king of spades and the queen jack of clubs, not the queen jack of clubs, the king of clubs. So that was pretty much what we thought, and that led to us being able to make a slam. I'll put this back in first place. So 1 club by West, a heart by East. We have diamonds and spades, and a takeout double shows that. I think we do want to do that. They may well have a club pick now. East has bid 1 heart. West has opened a club. Might only be a 3-card suit from East's point of view. So East can have quite a lot of club support, but we would bid their 4-card heart suit first. So I want to tell partner about my diamonds and spades before West does or East does something big in clubs. So they've got spades. They've got 4 plus spades, 3 plus clubs, 3 minus hearts. So they don't have heart support. This hand's now been 1 no trump, which says they're a bounce minimum. 6 to 10 points, 4 hearts. Well, the opponents haven't found a fit, which suggests that we don't have a fit, except we might well have one in hearts. Do I think we should sell out to 1 no trump here? No, I don't think so. I think we should bid 2 diamonds because we've got 5 of them. See what the robot thinks this is. 15 plus total points, 6 plus diamonds, 4 plus spades. It thinks I'm quite a bit stronger than I actually am. I mean, it will add on points for my void. 15 plus total points. Thinks I've got 6 diamonds. Well, the heart finesse looks right. I want to disturb the 1 no trump. I don't want to let them play. 2 hearts there. 2. So I think, as I thought, that looks like we've got 2 plus, they don't have that. So it looks like we have a heart fit and the East has hearts there and the finesse is working. So I'm going to pass now. And we'll see what happens. See, partner really does have 4 hearts. And they don't, they only have 3. So I have clubs. We really now look as though we want to try cross-ruffing. This hand has 4 or 5 hearts, so we could finesse. We should be able to make at least 3 hearts, maybe 4. This is probably a singleton. Might be a doubleton. I'm going to play the 10 just to see if we can sow some doubts. They're obviously going to play the ace. And we know the queen is there. So now they're drawing trumps. What's he playing? East is going to play low, so we can win our 10. We know the queen of spades is here. And they probably only have 4 spades because they didn't open 1 spade. So this hand has 2 spades. So they can't easily get a spade ruff. I'm going to get my diamond rough by I'm going to dummy with the 8 of spades. I'm playing a diamond. No, because then they do get a spade rough. I'm going to give up the diamond trick now. I'd probably play another trump at this point. Yes. I'm not going to play the jack. This one's obviously going to play low. Play the ace of diamonds. Is this going to get over roughed? Probably not. I think the diamonds are going to be good now. Hey, no. Yes. They both follow to 3 rounds of diamonds. So these diamonds are good. Play the ace of clubs. Throwing spade away. Going to leave the 3 of clubs. Roughing. And now I'm going to draw another trump. Just make me rough. So I'm going to draw another trump. Right, so they've got the trumps there, but they're going to have to rough my diamonds. I'm going to throw a spade away or a club away. I'm going to throw a spade away. They're going to play the spade and they're going to let, oh, my jack's now a winner. So I've got my 8 tricks and it's unlikely that I'm going to get another one. No. Yeah, they played the queen of spades because nothing matters. But making 2 hearts was 89.3%. Well, only just because one though trump went off a lot. It made quite a lot as well, though. So somebody got it 2 off. And somebody managed to get left in 2 diamonds, which scores the same as 2 hearts when you make the over trick. Right, so that will keep us in the lead. And we move on to board 5. We've got 13 points. East has opened the bidding. Remember, they can't have a better hand than us. So they got 12 or 13 points probably and opened the diamond. We've got support for each of the other suits. So we've got pretty standard takeout double. It's probably going to happen at every table. 2 hearts, a jump to 2 hearts preempt. They've got twice rebiddable hearts. But 7 minus high card points. So they've basically got 6 hearts and a weak hand. Partners bid 3 diamonds now, which says actually they've got quite a good hand. But we've got a maximum for their pass. 11 minus high card points, 11 to 12 total points. So what are we going to do over 3 diamonds? They forced us up from there. I think they had the possibility of supporting spades. We've got 13 points. We don't have a diamond stop. This hand's opened the bidding. We've got the heart stop. Surely West is going to lead diamonds rather than hearts. What's going to happen if we bid 3 spades? East can't have more than 4 spades. West bids 6 hearts. So what's the chances that North has 4 spades? What would they have done with 4 spades? And spades and clubs, you'd have thought they would have made a responsive double. A double here should show they have both spades and clubs. So can their diamonds be good enough to make it worthwhile bidding 3 no trumps from our hand? I don't think so. I don't. What would 3 hearts mean? 14, yeah, 14. And 3 spades, just as I got 4 spades. 2 minus diamonds, 3 plus hearts. 12 plus total points. That's really what I've got. So I'm going to bid 3 spades here. And it may be that East bids 3 no trumps, protecting their diamond. No, they've probably only got 3 spades though. They do, and they don't have a diamond stop. So we do have a club fit. So I don't know how many diamonds West has. We'll see in a moment. 6, 7 here. And now they've switched to the Queen of Hearts. Was that a singleton diamond? Surely not, because that would give 8 hearts to East. So why have they switched? We need to draw trumps, and we think this hand's got more trumps. We think this hand's got 6 hearts. They have 6 hearts, this hand's trumping the queen. So, trumping this trick. If we put the king on, they will trump. Do we think they have 6 hearts? I think they do. So I'm going to play low and win in my hand. And then try some other things. There we go. And the ace. Right. I've discarded a club. Really, I'm going to leave the 4 of spades to the king. I think East's going to win. They won't be able to lead hearts. They'll lead, and if they play diamonds, they're likely to play a high diamond. Oh, no, low. The king, the diamonds. Oh, they did have 8 diamonds because each of us had 2 and West had 1. Right. Oh, well, here comes the ace of diamonds. Well, we're not making this contract, but they're going to rough. So we'll play low on this. This hand will rough and lead a heart back. I'm going to discard my heart here. Rough with the 10. Could have roughed high possibly, but anyway. Ace of diamonds led. I'm going to throw another heart from here. Now comes a heart. Oh, since it's the 7, I don't have to play the king. I could play the 5. Rough. So, and there comes another diamond, obviously. So, what can we work out about the shape of the hand? We had 7 spades. Therefore they had 6. And we've seen 4 of them. They followed to a round of trumps and they've each roughed once. So there are 2 spades left in their hands. East had 8 diamonds and 1 heart. That's 9. We haven't seen, they've thrown a club away. This hand rough with the 10 of spades. Would they have ruffed with the 10 of spades if they had the 9? They could see that whatever spade they ruffed with didn't matter. I think I'm going to play for them. I think for this hand to have thrown a club. Could it have been 8 diamonds, 1 heart is 9. They had 1 club, that would leave them with 4 spades. I'm going to play for them to have that. Can they have 4 spades? Let's have a look at this auction again. 1 diamond waste. Yes, they can have 4 spades. I'm going to ruffle out. Yes, that was right. Dummy's king of hearts is good, so we can try club. Now we can play queen. Oh, they had a 6 of spades. They should have ruffled the 6 of spades last time. Now we've actually seen all their spades. All our clubs are good. Oh, my king of hearts is good as well. So we can claim the rest of the tricks for 1 down. And that's worth 78%. So lots of people did the same. But that was better than letting them play. And certainly we didn't bid to 3 no trumps. Right. Okay, on to board 6. We have a 14-point hand. This is worth more than 14 points. We've got 2 10s and 2 9s in our long suits. So this is actually good. And if it wasn't for a singleton heart, I'd be upgrading this to 1 no trump. But we can't. So we've got to open a diamond. 1 heart from partner. And now we've got to bid our spades in the way that the robot does. 2 clubs from partner, 4th suit forcing. We have a club stop. We've got the maximum. 2 no trumps is not forcing, I don't think. Oh, it is forcing to 3 no trumps. Do I want to bid, find anything else on the way? No, I don't. I think I just want to bid 3 no trumps. It says 18 total points. Well, I don't have 18 total points, but I don't think the robot's going to bid on. So I just want to play in 3 no trumps. I don't want the robot to do any more exploring, revealing any more about our hands. So the 2 of spades lead, and they have a club stop, and our diamonds are good. So we could try setting up clubs, because we have 8 clubs, so they have 5. They split 3-2. We can set them up and make 4 club tricks. We've obviously got 1 heart trick. This spade lead, we'll play the jack, and it will probably win. And even if it doesn't, if the queen covers it, we know we've got 4 spade tricks. If it wins, we've got 3 spade tricks. And then should we try setting up diamonds? Because if the diamond finesse works, we can probably make 4 diamonds. So let's play the jack of spades to start with. So that wins. We just need to be careful with entries here. The clubs is a sure entry. One of the clubs will, either they put the ace on one of them, the other one will be an entry. So we're going to take the diamond for this now. We want them to play the king if they've got it, so we'll put them. Right, so now all our diamonds are good. And they play another diamond back, which is slightly makes our entries slightly harder. Might as well win with the ace. If the club's set up, then the entry to our hand is going to be, we can overtake the king of spades. The club's set up, we can throw 2 spades away. I think I'm going to lead the queen of clubs. Will I see if I play a spade? Let's see what I think they'll put the ace on this. Yeah. So now I've got communication between the 2 hands. And I'll throw a diamond away. Clubs give me communication. So now I can win the jack of diamonds. But I hope that the clubs are breaking 3-2, so that the king and jack will draw the rest of them, and then we can make them all. So remember that that's the dummy. They can see this, so that there's no point in leaving the 10 of spades hoping they'll cover it. I won't. Now I can come back to my hand with the jack of clubs. Need the 10 of diamonds, throwing a heart away. Need the 9 of diamonds, throwing a heart away. That's thrown a spade in clubs, so I can play the ace of spades now. There's the queen. I can throw the king of hearts away. The 10's now a winner. That suggests that maybe they had 4 clubs. 10 of spades, no. Let me throw a club away. You can lead a club. They're the one that had 4. And the club is a winner. So 11 tricks should be a pretty good score. 89.3% again. Quite a few other people made 3 plus 2, but nobody made more. Right. So that's pretty good, keeping us going in first place. We now have come to this hand, which is 15 points, singleton jack of clubs. Once again, some 10s and 9s, but the singleton, so we'll open a spade. 1 no trump from partner, which is a forcing 1 no trump. Because they play 2 over 1 game forcing, they can't bid at the 2 level with less than 13 points in order to force the game. So this is saying, they could have 3 spades because they're not. Previously, when they bid 1 no trump in response to 1 spade, they were a passed hand. And if they'd had 3 spades and a weekend, they'd have bid 2 spades. Here, they could still have 3 spades and have an invitational raise with 3 spades. So I'm just going to bid out my shape. 2 diamonds, 2 spades, says only 2 plus spades, and minimum. So we're going to play in 2 spades. And we'd rather have played in 2, 4, 6, 8 clubs. This is probably a singleton. I probably need West to have the king of hearts here. I don't think I can afford to play low. I'm basically going to try and get the diamond rough in dummy. They're bound to play trumps if I play a diamond, but I will get 1 rough anyway. So I'm going up with the ace of clubs because I don't believe West has the king. And I wouldn't be able to enjoy them anyway. So having done that, I'm going to lead my diamond. There goes the ace. I expect a trump will appear now. Since it's obvious I'm trying to rough diamonds. There we go. I'll win with the ace, just to make sure that I can get at least 1 diamond rough. I'll leave the 5 of diamonds. Get my rough. the Jack and 10 of clubs have gone, so all these top clubs are equal. I'm pretty sure that when I leave the 8, the King's going to appear. These diamonds are losers, so I'm going to throw this diamond away, because if I ruff, I'm likely to get over ruffed by the Jack. But they can't do anything that really harms me. So West's going to make their diamond trick. I'm hoping West's got the King of Hearts. That seems unlikely, but there's nothing better to do than try the Queen of Hearts. And those will win the ace. And play the King of Spades. No Jack has dropped. Remember, I had 5 spades. There were 2 in dummy. That's 7. So I want to make all my spades. Now, I could just play the Queen of Spades, hoping they're 3-3 and the Jack drops. But if I do that, I've given up all chances. I've got some chances still if East has the Jack of Spades. Right. Maybe West has to win this one. 7 of Hearts is a loser anyway. And they play a spade. Excellent. We're home and dry. And they were a 3-3 all the time. And now I can cash my remaining 2 spades. And make 2 spades, which probably everyone did at 71.4%. Yes, everyone made 2 spades except for the people who bid 3 spades, pretty much, or 4 spades. Yes, that's a bit excessive. Right, on to the last board, still in first place. Let's see if we can keep this up. 6, 9, 11, 15 points. We don't have a diamond stock. We've only got a doubleton spade. We need to bid. Well, I don't think we should pass here with 15 points. Too hard for partner. What I think we've got to do is double, and if partner bids 1 spade, we're going to pass. Partner's a passed hand. They shouldn't be jumping around. And if they bid, and we'll just pass and play the fortune fit. No, 1 spade is by West and 2 hearts is from partner. This is a free bid. They didn't have to bid. They could, once West bid 1 spade, they could pass. If West had passed, they would have to bid because we'd made a takeout double, unless they wanted to penalise diamonds, which they wouldn't have done as a passed hand. So they have 4 plus hearts and 6 to 12 points. So East has now passed. Are they going to bid again, or can I buy the contract in 2 hearts? 6 to 12 total points, 11 minus. We're not without chances of making game here, except the King of Spades is probably offside. I think the cards lie wrong. I think I'll try and win the contract in 2 hearts. 3 diamonds. Well, what happened? We're going to bid 3 hearts now. Perhaps I should have bid it straight away. So just remember that the north hand is now the declarer, and it's this south hand that they can see. Well, that's quite a surprise, isn't it? We need to take two hearts. So I'm going to go up with the ace of spades. Almost certainly this Jack is a singleton, and it could be doubleton. We'll play the 7, leaving the 2 missing, just that make them worry. I want to really lead hearts from, and ultimately clubs from the north hand. So I'm going to play these diamonds. And they're playing another one. Good. I'm going to rough. And 7 of hearts. I'm going to put in the jack because I expect West to win. The 8 of spades. Well, they may rough this. No. Right. Don't have an entry to dummy now. So I'm going to have to play the clubs now from this hand. Don't know if I could, maybe I should have played the king of spades and then I'd have been in a position to take more heart finesses. I'm going to play the ace of clubs and give up a club trick that I expect to east. Oh, that's very nice of them to rough. Will I throw the 4 or the jack? The jack. They've still got, and here comes the 6 of spades. I'll play the 9. They've got to rough. No, I can over rough. I can rough. Oh, I didn't need to. Stupid me. Oh, that's really stupid. Right. I've got to lose the king of clubs. There's a stayed in dummy and finessed in hearts, which would have been right. East just got the king of clubs left. West is one of their hearts is gone. Yeah, that was silly. I'd still have had to lose the king of clubs. So it shouldn't cost me. This is going. They're going to have to lead a diamond now or a trump. I'm going to throw. I think the big trump is in that hand, so I can rough and the king of spades is good, in fact. So I can play the king of spades, throwing the club away. West will have to follow. If East roughs, I can over rough. Right, East roughs, I can over rough. And now I can play the ace of hearts, which will draw their last trump and play the 10 of clubs. And that's 67.9%. It looks as though some people might have done a bit better on that hand. Was enough to stay in the lead. Well, quite a long way in the lead, 82%. Let's see if we can see what happened at other tables. Not yet on board 8. But yeah, that was silly of me. But I would always have had to lose the king of clubs. It didn't cost in the end. But it could have done. It's what lots of streamers say, isn't it? That, you know, if you're concentrating on talking, you don't play quite as well. Let's see, can we see other tables yet? No, we'll give one more go. Okay, so I hope that was useful. I hope the bit at the start about calculating chances was useful. If so, please do share this video with other bridge players, subscribe to the channel and click a like. Sticking comments in apparently as well also helps YouTube put this, you know, shove the video around to more people's recommended lists. So please do all those things. And there we are. Some people managed to make bid 4 hearts made it. So people who bid 4 hearts made it. Maybe they got a different lead. Anyway, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.